Welcome to Hamster NBC. I'm Perez the Hamster. This is Kids Ask Why, the show where curious kids ask big questions, and the answers surprise not only kids, but parents too. Today's question is a special one, so listen closely and stay curious. And before we begin, remember to watch till the very end, because a long-awaited bedtime story is waiting for you. A calm story, a cozy story, made especially for a quiet, peaceful night. Why does the moon pull only water? Look up at the moon. It hangs quietly in the sky, and yet it seems to move the oceans. So children often ask this question, why does the moon pull water? And only water. For a long time, people believed the moon loved water. They saw tides following the moon across the sea, and they made stories to explain it. Some thought the moon pulled underground water upward. Others believed it pulled blood inside the body. These ideas sounded magical, but science tells a different story. The moon does not pull only water. It pulls everything. The moon pulls the earth itself. It pulls land rocks, mountains, and oceans. This pull is called gravity. Gravity becomes weaker with distance. One side of the earth is closer to the moon. The other side is farther away. Because of this difference, the earth is gently stretched. Like soft clay being pulled, this stretching creates two small bulges, one facing the moon and one on the opposite side. The solid earth moves to the ground, rises and falls slightly, about as high as a small step. We don't notice it because whole continents move together very slowly and smoothly. Water behaves differently. Water can flow and move freely, so its bulges are easier to see. In the open ocean, tides are small, only a little higher than the solid earth. But near land, everything changes. When tides reach the coast, water cannot spread out, so it rises higher. In narrow bays and inlets, tides can grow very tall, sometimes higher than a house. As the earth spins, these bulges move around the planet. That is why we get tides twice a day. The moon does not chase water. It gently pulls the whole earth. Water simply shows it best, so the moon does not choose water. Water just listens more because it can move. Now, you know the truth. The moon pulls everything. Water simply dances with the pull. The night sky grows quiet now. The moon shines softly. The world slows down. And if you stayed with us till the end, your reward is ready. A long-awaited bedtimestory.com and comforting. And now the day is slowly drawing to a close. The noise grows quieter. Thoughts slow down. And it's time for storytelling. But before we begin, let's do one small but important thing. If you enjoy learning new things, if you enjoy listening to stories before bed, and if you want to come back again, subscribe to the Hamster NBC channel and like this video. This way, you'll help us create even more kind stories and clear explanations for children all over the world. Now, get comfortable. History is waiting for you. Once upon a time, there lived a peasant. His wife died, leaving behind 3 daughters. The old man wanted to hire a worker to help with the farm, but his youngest, Mariushka, said, "No need, father, to hire a worker. I'll run the farm myself." Very well. Mariushka took charge of the farm. She knew how to do everything, and everything went well for her. Her father loved Mariushka. He was glad that she was growing up to be such a smart and hardworking daughter. Mariushka was a true beauty, but her sisters, envious and greedy, were ugly and fashionable. They sat around all day, whitening themselves, blushing, and dressing up in new clothes. Their dresses weren't dresses. Their boots weren't boots. Their headscarves weren't headscarves. The father went to the market and asked his daughters, "What should I buy you, daughters, to please you?" And the eldest and middle daughters said, "Buy me a shawl, one with large flowers, painted with gold." And Mariushka stood there, silent. Her father asked, "What should I buy you, my dear?" "Buy me, father, a feather from Finist, the bright falcon." The father arrived, bringing his daughter's shawls, but couldn't find the feather. The father went to the market another time. "Well, He said, "Daughters, order your gifts." The eldest and middle daughters were delighted. "Buy us each some boots with silver, horseshoes." And Mariushka ordered again, "Buy me, father, a feather from Venus, the bright falcon." The father walked around all day, bought boots, but couldn't find the feather, arrived without a feather. Okay. The old man went to the market for the third time, and his eldest and middle daughters said, "Buy us a dress each." And Mariushka asked again, "Father, buy me a feather from Venus, the bright falcon." The father walked all day, but couldn't find the feather. He rode out of town, and an old man came towards him. "Hello, Grandpa." "Hello, my dear. Where are you going?" "To my place, Grandpa." "To the village, but I have a problem. My youngest daughter told me to buy a feather from Venus, the bright falcon, but I couldn't find one. I have such a feather, and it's a treasured one. But for a good person, I'll give it anyway." The grandfather took out the feather and handed it to me, but it was quite ordinary. The peasant rides along and wonders what good did Mariushka see in him. The old man brought gifts for his daughters. The eldest and middle daughters dressed up and laughed at Mariushka. "You're still a fool, just as you were. Put your feather in your hair and show off." Mariushka remained silent, stepped aside, and when everyone had gone to bed, Mariushka threw the feather on the floor and said, "Dear Venus, bright falcon, come to me, my long-awaited bridegroom." And a youth of indescribable beauty appeared to her. By morning, the youth hit the floor and turned into a falcon. Mariushka opened the window for him, and the falcon flew off into the blue sky. For 3 days, Mariushka welcomed the youth. By day, he flies like a falcon across the blue sky, and by nightfall, he flies to Mariushka and becomes a handsome youth. On the 4th day, the evil sisters noticed they'd told their father about their sister. "Dear daughters," said their father, "better watch yourselves." "Okay," thought the sisters. "Let's see what happens next." They jabbed sharp knives into the frame and hid, watching. A bright falcon flew by. It reached the window, but couldn't get into Mariushka's room. He fought and fought, slashing her entire chest, but Mariushka slept and didn't hear. Then the falcon said, "Whoever needs me will find me, but it won't be easy. Then you'll find me when you've worn out 3 iron shoes, broken 3 iron staffs, and torn 3 iron caps." Mariushka heard this, jumped out of bed, looked out the window, but the falcon was gone, and only a bloody mark remained on the window. Mariushka wept bitter, tears washing away the bloody stains with her tears, and becoming even more beautiful. She went to her father and said, "Don't scold me. Father, let me go on my long journey. If I live, we'll see each other again. If I die, it's my destiny, I suppose." The father was sorry to let his beloved daughter go, but he let her go. Mariushka ordered 3 iron shoes, 3 iron staffs, 3 iron caps, and set out on her long journey to seek the desired Venus, the bright falcon. She walked through open fields, through dark forests, and over high mountains. Birds gladdened her heart with their cheerful songs. Streams washed her white face, and the dark forests welcomed her. And no one could touch gray wolves, bears, foxes all. The animals flocked to her. She wore out her iron shoes, broke her iron staff, and tore her iron cap. And so Mariushka came out into the clearing and saw a hut standing on chicken legs, spinning. Mariushka said, little hut, turn your back to the forest and your front to me. I have to climb inside you to eat bread." The hut turned its back to the forest and its front to Mariushka entered the hut and saw Baba Yaga sitting there a bone leg. Her legs splayed out from corner to corner, her lips in the garden bed, and her nose glued to the ceiling. Baba Yaga saw Mariushka and began to make a noise. "Pa, pa, it smells like the Russian spirit. Red Maiden, are you trying to find something to do or are you avoiding it?" "I'm looking for Venus, the bright falcon, Grandma." "Oh, my beauty, you'll have a long search. Your bright falcon is far away, in a faraway kingdom." The sorceress queen gave him a potion and married him. "But I will help you. Here's a silver saucer and a golden egg. When you arrive in the faraway kingdom, Hire yourself out to the queen as a worker. When you finish your work, take the saucer, put the golden egg in it, and it will roll around on its own. If they start buying, don't sell it. Ask Finist, the bright falcon, to see you. Mariushka thanked Baba Yaga and set off. The forest darkened, and Mariushka became afraid to even take a step when a cat came running toward her. He jumped up to her and purred. Don't be afraid, Mariushka. Keep going. It will get even scarier. But you keep going and don't look back. The cat rubbed his back and disappeared, and Mariushka walked on. The forest grew even darker. Mariushka walked and walked, wearing out her iron shoes, breaking her staff, tearing her cap, and came to a hut on chicken legs. Around her was a fence with skulls on stakes, and each skull was ablaze. Mariushka said, little hut, turn your back to the forest and your front to me. I have to climb inside you to eat bread." The hut turned its back to the forest and its front to Mariushka entered the hut and saw Baba Yaga sitting there, a bone leg. Her legs splayed out from corner to corner, her lips in the garden bed, and her nose glued to the ceiling. Baba Yaga saw Mariushka and began to whisper, "Pa, pa, it smells like Russian air, Red Maiden. Are you trying to find something to do, or are you avoiding it? I'm looking for Finnis, the bright falcon, Grandma. Did my sister have one? Yes, Grandma. Okay, beautiful one. I'll help you. Take the silver embroidery frame and the golden needle. The needle will embroider with silver and gold on crimson velvet. If they buy it, don't sell it. Ask to see Finist, the bright falcon." Mariushka thanked Baba Yaga and went on her way. And in the forest, there was a clatter, thunder, and whistling. Skulls lit up the forest. Mariushka became frightened. Look, a dog was running. Oh, Mariushka, don't be afraid. My dear, go on. It will be even scarier. Don't look back. She said this and was gone. Mariushka went on, and the forest grew even darker. He grabs her by the legs, grabs her by the sleeves. Mariushka walks, and doesn't look back. Whether she walked for a long time or a short time, she wore out her iron shoes, broke her iron staff, tore her iron cap. She came to a clearing, and in the clearing stood a hut on chicken legs, surrounded by a fence and horse skulls on the stakes. Each skull glowed like fire. Mariushka said, little hut, stand with your back to the forest and your front to me." The hut turned its back to the forest and its front to Mariushka. Mariushka entered the hut and saw Baba Yaga sitting there, a bone leg. Her legs spread from corner to corner, her lips on the garden bed, and her nose fused to the ceiling. She was black, and one fang protruded from her mouth. Baba Yaga saw Mariushka and began to murmur, "Pa, it smells like Russian air. Red Maiden, are you trying to find something? Or are you trying to find something? I'm looking for Finnis, the bright falcon. Grandma, it will be difficult for you to find him, my beauty, but I will help. Here's a silver spindle, a golden spindle. Take it in your hands. It will spin itself, and the thread will be not just ordinary, but golden. Thank you, Grandma. Okay, you can thank me later, but now listen to what I have to tell you. If anyone buys the golden spindle, don't sell it, but ask to see Finnis, the bright falcon." Mariushka thanked Baba Yaga and set off, and the forest began to rustle and hum. Whistling rose, owls circled, mice crawled out of their holes, all heading for and Mariushka saw a gray wolf running toward her. "Don't worry," he said. "Just mount me and don't look back." Mariushka mounted the gray wolf, and that was all they saw of her. Ahead lay the wide steppes, the velvety meadows, the honey-colored rivers, the jelly-like banks, the mountains reaching up to the clouds, and Mariushka galloped and galloped. And there before Mariushka was a crystal tower. The porch was carved, the windows ornate, and the queen was looking out. "Well," said the wolf, "get off, Mariushka, and go and hire yourself out as a servant." Mariushka climbed down, took the bundle, thanked the wolf, and went to the Crystal Palace. Maryushka bowed to the queen and said, "I don't know your name or how to address you, but would you need a worker?" The queen replied, "I've been looking for a worker for a long time, but one who can spin, weave, and embroider. I can do all that. Then come in and get to work." And Maryushka became a worker. She worked all day. And when night came, Maryushka would take a golden egg from a silver saucer and say, "Roll, roll, golden egg on the silver saucer. Show me my beloved." The egg would roll on the silver saucer, and finished, the bright falcon would appear. Maryushka looked at him and burst into tears. "My finished, my bright falcon, why did you leave me alone, bitter, to cry for you?" The queen overheard her words and said, "Sell me, Maryushka, the silver saucer and the golden egg." "No," said Maryushka, "they are not for sale. I can give them to you if you let me see Finis the bright falcon." The queen thought and thought. "Okay," she said, "so be it. Tonight, when he falls asleep, I'll show him to you." Night fell, and Maryushka went to Finis, the bright falcon's bedroom. She saw her beloved sleeping soundly. Maryushka watched Unable to stop kissing his sugary lips, pressing him to her white bosom, her beloved sleeping soundly. Morning came, and Maryushka couldn't wake her beloved. Maryushka worked all day, and in the evening she took a silver embroidery frame and a golden needle. She sat embroidering, muttering to herself, "Embroider, embroider, a pattern for Finis the bright falcon. If only he had something to dry himself with in the mornings." The queen overheard and said, "Sell me the silver embroidery frame and the golden needle." "Maryushka, I won't sell it," Maryushka said, "but I'll give it to you. Just let me see Finis, the bright falcon." She thought and thought. "Okay," she said, "so be it. Come tonight." Night falls. Maryushka enters Finis, the bright falcon's bedroom, but he's fast asleep. "My Finis, my bright falcon, wake up, wake up." Finis, the bright falcon, sleeps soundly. Maryushka tried to wake him, but couldn't. Day breaks. Maryushka sits at work, picking up the silver base and the golden spindle. And the queen saw. "Sell it, sell it." "I won't sell it, but I can give it to you if you let me see Finis the bright falcon for at least an hour." "Okay," she says, and she thinks to herself, "He won't wake me anyway." Night has fallen. Maryushka enters Finis, the bright falcon's bedroom, and he is fast asleep. "My Finis, my bright falcon, wake up, wake up." Finis sleeps, not waking. She tried and tried, but she can't wake him, and dawn is near. Maryushka burst into tears. "My dear Finis, my bright falcon, wake up. Look at your Maryushka. Hold her close to your heart." Maryushka's tear fell on Finis, the bright falcon's bare shoulder, and stung. Finis the bright falcon came to, looked around, and saw He embraced her and kissed her. "Is it really you, Maryushka? You've worn out 3 shoes, broken 3 iron staffs, worn out 3 iron caps, and now you've found me? Let's go home now." They began to prepare to go home, but the queen saw it and ordered the trumpets to be sounded, announcing her husband's betrayal. The princes and merchants gathered and began to hold a council on how to punish Finis the bright falcon. Then Finis, the bright falcon, said, "Which one do you think is a true wife? The one who loves deeply, or the one who sells and deceives?" They all agreed that Finis, the bright falcon's wife, was married, and they began to live happily ever after. They went to their kingdom, held a feast, blew the trumpets, fired the cannons, and there was such a feast that people remember it to this day.